Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be discussing the time that I had a social media crush and he tried to love bomb me for money. I actually posted this on my community tab. I wanted to do a dating series on my channel and I had y'all vote, and as you can see, this is the topic story time that you guys wanted me to discuss. I also posted this on TikTok and a lot of views.
Denial is a river in Egypt.
So I was like, why not go ahead and do the story time, get it over with. It's over, said and done, and I'm gonna start sharing things with y'all, you know, in story time form. A little disclaimer, I will say that I will not be mentioning anyone's name, and yeah, no hard feelings if you tried it. Please be sure to thumbs it up if you enjoyed. As I always say, be beautiful in your own kind of way. Let's get right into this story time. As I stated in the intro, I am going to be doing a little story time when this fine ass dude tried to love bomb me for money. Ain't that crazy? Like, what? So I am going to be looking down on my phone because I did take notes. I am going to be sharing receipts, so be prepared to see screenshots on the screen, okay? Because I'm coming with my receipts to prove to y'all that I ain't lying. This is crazy, and ain't no telling how many people he tried to get. How did we meet? I met him last year on a dating site. I'm not going to say which one because I am going to do a series regarding dating sites and let y'all know the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm not going to say which dating site that I met him on. It was a site that my friend told me about. So yeah, I met him on a site. I came across his profile and it was either you swipe left for no, you swipe right for yes. Of course I swiped yes. After I checked out his profile, looking at a couple of his pictures, and I'm like, oh, okay, he cute. When I swiped right, it said that we matched. So obviously he came across my profile and he swiped right as well. So next thing I know, he had sent me a little heart, so I actually sent him one back, and I think maybe like 30 minutes later I end up getting a message from him. I don't have the messages because I like blocked him off of it. I also believe he deleted his profile. I believe he messaged me and was like, hey beautiful, or something of that nature, and I believe I said something, hey handsome, that's usually what I say, and we just started chit-chatting, getting to know each other, exchanging information as far as in like how old we were, you know, just verifying what we actually saw on each other's profile. Come to find out, his actual birthday was the same day as mine, so we both have the same birthday, and I'm like, wow, what a coincidence. Another freaking Aquarius, because I have dated Aquarius men in the past and I highly do not recommend. I believe we exchanged Snapchat. He followed me, I followed him back. We ended up exchanging numbers. He actually called me and we talked on the phone for about maybe an hour and a half. It was kind of late when we got on the phone. I did let him know the city that I currently reside in does not reside in the same city and state that I am currently in. That was that. I didn't hit him up the next day. He didn't hit me up the next day. Like, that probably went on for a couple of months, honestly. Like, we didn't conversate. We just looked at each other's snaps. He would say something here and there, like heart, whatever mini video I posted. I was not hearting anything. I don't heart people's stuff. He would like say little stuff like, you look good, or just, you know, flirting over Snapchat or whatever anytime I like posted something, depending on what it was. And that went on all the way close to Thanksgiving. I think I posted something and he actually was trying to hold a conversation with me, like how I been, and casual conversation. And he was telling me that he was going to be in my city and state for Thanksgiving, and he was like, I would love to meet you. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna probably be busy on Thanksgiving Day, but we can definitely probably make that work because I was off the entire week of Thanksgiving. So he was like, okay, that's cool, like I got family out there. So it come close to Thanksgiving, he ended up posting something about his dad being sick, and I'm like, whoa. So come to find out, I believe his dad passed away. And I sent him my condolences. His plans had definitely changed for Thanksgiving. He was no longer coming because, you know, he had just lost his dad. 2023 came, and all of a sudden he started like being more talkative towards me. Every little thing that I was kind of like posting on Snap, he would swipe up and say something. So, you know, I was flirting back. I think I even mentioned him like in the video that I did with my friend earlier this year, saying that every time I look at like one of his videos, I just be thinking to myself like, man, this dude is so fat. He started conversating with me more, flirting with me more. This was probably around February, the end of February. Like, no matter really what I posted, this man was finding a way to say something to me. And like the conversations would like last, we would like go back and forth a lot, way more than we did before. It was all on Snapchat. We had started talking so much, like it became like a daily thing that we would say something to one another on Snapchat, to the point where it rolled over back on the phone. I honestly remember our first freaking FaceTime call. He was like, I'm about to head to work. Is it okay if I FaceTime you when I get there? Because he worked nights. And I'm like, yeah. I was so freaking nervous. Our first freaking FaceTime call. I'm like, I told my friend, like, girl, I'm so nervous. Like, I think I even FaceTime her to make sure like I was looking cute or whatever. He FaceTimed me. He in his office, and it was like 2 hours after he had got to work, and he said he was on his little lunch break or whatever. We just looking at each other. We just looking at each other on FaceTime, but it just seemed so natural. Like how we was talking to each other, like you would have thought we've been knew each other. You would have thought that we had met in person, because it was just so natural. Like we was cracking jokes, we was being sarcastic towards one another. Homie was cool, and like I said, not to mention the brother was need to be a model. He's 6'4". We would FaceTime every day. We would text every day. It just became part of my routine, and I'm pretty sure probably part of his. But then I started to notice that he was kind of only FaceTiming me while he was at work. He worked nights, so he did sleep all day, and then probably was like waking up at the last minute, you know, until it was time for him to like go to work and then go straight to work or whatever. But I'm just like, you only FaceTime me when you at work. Like, I don't know about that. Kind of like a red flag, but I don't know. Really wasn't taking the situation too serious. Like, it was just kind of like whatever. I believe the entire time that we talked, he probably FaceTimed me like twice when he wasn't at work or in the car. This went on for a good 2 months maybe. Like I said, routine, FaceTiming every day, texting every day or whatever. And then all of a sudden, like the love bombing started. Nah, don't get me wrong. I know I'm a cool chick, okay? I know I'm cool. Guys tell me all the time, like, you a female, but you cool as hell. Like, I fuck with you. And that's all fan and dandy. And then he was telling me, like, even through like FaceTime and through text messages, I feel so comfortable with you. And so yeah, the love bombing started. I'm gonna be posting text messages that I was receiving from him telling me like, when you gonna be my girl? I can see us having a future together. Like, you off the market, you mad. I hope you ain't talking to other people, cause I got a jealous problem. Stuff like that. And I'm just like, I would never just allow him to say it. I would always question it, cause it was like, it's only been 2 months and we haven't met in person. Why are you saying all this? It's a little something like weird. When guys get to talking like that too fast, they're up to something. And he's just like, I could just tell, like, you a good woman, you gonna be a good wife, I can tell that you a good mother, you gonna have my baby one day. And I'm just like, are you insane? What are you talking about? I don't even want any more kids. What are you talking about? Have your baby one day? Like, within 2 months? How did we get here? Pump your brakes, brother. You're moving kind of fast. Then this fool said, out of the blue, I think I had got mad at him about something, and he was like, I love you too. I'm like, what? Are you freaking serious? What do you mean you love me too? I never said I love you. What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Where did that even come from? Like, how can you be in love with me? So I question it, okay? Because I'm not one to, no, I'm gonna question it, okay? Be prepared for me to like test your ass. Where did that even come from? And he's just like, yeah, I love you, I love everybody. And I'm like, you tried it. I don't want nobody saying I love you unless they in love with me, okay? Because if you ain't family, if you ain't like my mother, my sister, brother, somebody, if you're a man, you only need to be saying that to me when you in love with me. And I know you are not in love with me, so don't even try it, brother. Don't even try it. And he was just like, okay, well, I ain't gonna say it to you no more. And I'm like, okay. Because I'm not about to be saying that to you unless I'm in love with you. Like, what? He just kept talking about the future. And then he started like trying to manipulate me emotionally, because every time I would like question things that he was saying to me, you know, when it came to him talking about the future, but I would like question him and he would like start getting mad. You know what, forget about it. Like, I guess he was noticing like that shit wasn't working on me. I guess because it wasn't working, the emotional manipulation wasn't working, the love bombing wasn't working, because like I said, I was like questioning it every time because I wanted to know the reason, like, how did you get here? Because I'm not there yet. How did you get there? He started falling back. In the previous conversation, I did ask this man, like, do you know how to communicate? Do you have difficulties communicating with someone? And he was just like, no, if it's an issue, if it's a problem, like, we can definitely discuss it or whatever. Like, I'm always open to, you know, figuring it out. Once I noticed that he had started falling back, I had brought it up when we did talk, and he was just like, I'm just kind of tired of you telling me that what I'm saying isn't true. If you strongly feel how you telling me you feel about me, then you will continue. Why? Because I'm telling you I'm not there yet. You start to fall back. But that's part of the process. If it's BS, that's what they do. At this point, we was only talking for like 3 months. Never met in person. Only FaceTime, text messaging. So I knew the time was gonna come where I saw this man true colors, and it's just like, what are your real intentions? FaceTime calls started dying down. The text messaging started dying down. And I was just rolling with it. It was just like, okay, if he reach out, he reach out. If he don't, he don't. All of a sudden, I get a good morning text. We hadn't talked for like 3 days at that point. I think I didn't respond to like later on that day. And I think I just said, hey, what's up? And next thing I know, this fool asked me for $20. It was, I believe it was on a Wednesday. He asked me for $20 so he can get him something to eat, and he was gonna pay me back on Friday. Excuse me? Screenshotted it, sent it to my friend, like, is he for real? We plotting, we like, hold on, let's see. Let's be sure that this man is for real. I think I sent him, I think I responded and was like, did you mean to send that to me? And he was like, yeah. So my friend was like, well, maybe he's testing you. What is your reason? Why are you testing me? Because I have not asked you for a dime. I didn't ask you to buy me lunch. I didn't ask you to buy me coffee. I didn't ask you for no money. Why do I need to be tested by you asking me for $20? What is that proving? What is that proving? You asking me to borrow $20 to see if I'm not a gold digger? I haven't asked you for anything. Now, had I asked you or you was like doing stuff for me, that's different. But I hadn't asked this man for anything. I don't even ask men. I just sit back and see what you do. But like I said, I wanted to keep all my ducks in a row. So after he said, yeah, he did mean to send it to me, I was just like, is this where we at? We asking to borrow money from one another? Like, I don't feel comfortable allowing you to borrow money from me. We haven't even talked in like 3 days, so this is just strange to me that you reached out to me just to ask me to borrow some money. And of course, this man got mad. He got real mad. Forget it, I don't even need it no more anyway. I asked somebody else. I think he said he asked somebody else. I really don't know, y'all. This was months ago. Probably was your plan all along to get me to like fall in love with you. You ain't that good, bro. Somebody needs to tell you. And that's exactly what I did. I legit told this man, like, you tried to love bomb me and you thought I was gonna fall for that? I'm too old. I'm in my 30s. So are you. So if you thought that I was gonna fall for this love bombing, you really didn't mean what you were saying to me, because once you saw that I wasn't going for it, like, you instantly fell back. You went MIA for 3 days straight, popped back up to ask me for $20 to get you some lunch, and you was gonna give me my money back on Friday. Baby, these men are just, ugh. And that's the last time we talked. I was just like, I cannot do this with this man. I think he had said something along the lines of how hard it was for him to even ask me. Obviously it wasn't hard enough because you still asked me. I know I'm cool, but baby, I ain't even that cool. You tried it. You legit tried it. Because you're not even my man. You ain't did nothing for me. We ain't even been on a date yet. I have Googled his occupation, and I know he make good money. And maybe he ain't want to spend his own money, y'all. Maybe he really just wanted to spend mine. Maybe never give me the money back. I don't know. Maybe he has some unexpected bills to pay. I really don't know. I really don't care. It wasn't that deep for me to even try to figure out. But like in 2023, this is where we at. That was the last time we talked. He is currently blocked from my phone, so he cannot reach out. He was asking me like social media and like making money on social media, so I was gonna actually help him out with that, and I'm glad I didn't. Cause we ain't even get far. Don't ever try me like that, because you will quickly find out that she's not that. She is not that. I don't care how fine you is. I done been with the finest. I'm not gonna allow somebody to play with me like that. No. That pretty much wraps up everything with this situation. Like I said, I have not heard from him. Don't plan to talk to him. We no longer follow each other on Snapchat. I legit probably blocked him on everything. I think he still can have access to my TikTok page, because I didn't block him on TikTok. I just stopped following him. So you guys want any more story time? Cause I'm sure I got a real juicy one, and I think it's time to tell my story. Twin brothers fighting over me. So if y'all want to hear about that story time, please be sure to thumbs up this video. And yeah, I appreciate everyone for tuning in, for watching this video. Y'all be safe out there, okay? Y'all be safe. These dudes trying to go hard just to get in your pockets. Don't let them, baby. Do not let them. Let a man be a man, okay? Okay. Stay beautiful in your own kind of way. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.